What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I do hope you're doing well. Thank you as ever for stopping by. I really appreciate it. My name is Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy. Before we get into the video, if you haven't done so already, if you could hit the subscribe button for me, if you could also like the video. Any comments you want to make, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And yeah, so let's get into it. So today, the 49ers, around about 5 PM, have announced that the, sort of the next phases, if you like, within the plans for the actual stadium itself. So effectively what they've announced is the next steps in terms of what it is that they're actually going to do. So they've highlighted some key ambitions from that. So one of there's 6 key ambitions that they're actually looking at. So one is to modernise and improve the stadium capacity from 37,645 to circa 53,000 seats. Significant increase to general admission seating, which at present would make Ellen Road the 7th largest club in the country. Core architectural design objective is to maintain and enhance the unique atmosphere. Phased approach to construction to minimise the loss of seating capacity during the project and bring Ellen Road in line with the UEFA Category 4 status to be amongst the elite in European stadia. Expert team combining global stadium experience with local specialist knowledge assembled to deliver artist impressions and planning submissions. So that to me says that there is planning permission that's been submitted and that there are obviously renders of what they're actually planning to do. So the actual regen would be in line with the north stand, so the Cop End, and also the west stand as well. So effectively, I mean, what the west stand is, like the original part of the stadium, it's a very, very old bit of the stadium overall. So it's high time that this was announced, high time that it was actually put onto paper, so that's something for people to be accountable for, which is a very, very good thing. A lot of people are concerned about how this is going to affect the atmosphere, and one of the things that they said that they've done in this statement, just looking at this, is that they have looked at it's a group of architects or an architect's firm that have looked at it in terms of from an acoustic point of view, and to make sure that the club maintains its unique atmosphere. So effectively, the simplest way to imagine it is that they're doing a Liverpool, basically, is that they are building, or I would think, again, this is speculation, I don't know 100%, but I would say that they are going to be building on top of or over the stadium, shutting certain sections down while they're building, and then it'll be move on to the next, open up, that type of thing. That's how I see it going. So overall, it looks like we're going to be an additional 17,000 in terms of capacity. That means that there will be some enhanced corporate responsibility in that as well. I know that Angus Kinnear on the Square Ball podcast had said that that was something that they would have to look to do in terms of the Arsenal model, because that needs to be in place in terms to generate revenue, but the bulk of the increased capacity will come for the for the actual general admission, I would have thought. So it's a positive. It's a real positive looking at it in terms of the way that it's worked. So you've got there's the council leader of Leeds City Council, James Lewis, is saying, obviously you might not know this, he's a Leeds United fan himself, so he is really excited in terms of what it means for the club, its supporters and the local community, and that's a big thing as well in terms of the local community, so within the surrounding area. And there's lots of talk in this with regards to improving Leeds Station and the introduction of a White Rose rail station, along with the potential of a proposed mass transit route from the city centre close to the ground. So obviously, if I'm going to a home game, what I generally tend to do now is I get the train into Leeds, and then I walk down to Sovereign Street and I get the bus from Sovereign Street to the ground. It takes about 10-15 minutes, from not even that actually, from the city centre to get to the actual ground, and that generally tends to work quite well for me. So it's going to be interesting to see how that actually works and what it is that they're going to be looking to do or looking to improve. So there are some people that are upset's the wrong word, very skeptical that anything is going to be happening, and some people feel like this is just a massive smoke screen because the 49ers enterprises are just in it not for the long haul, but they're in it for short-term return on investment. It's the only thing that's stopping me from being massively overexcited by the entire thing and being really sort of gung-ho about it is, from what I can see in the statement or what I see here, there are no set dates for when things are going to happen. So there's no, we see phase one starting here, we see phase one starting there, we see phase one starting there. Obviously stuff's been going on in the background for planning permission and drawings, and people have been, brought together. So it's just, we need them to put dates on it for us to get really, really excited about it. And I understand people's concern with regards to what that might mean for the stadium and it all going corporate. I think one of the things that is very, very good about Leeds is that we're not what you would typically describe as a corporate club. We're not like an Arsenal in terms of the way that actually works. We are very much general admission style club with a little bit of corporate that is attached to it as well. So I don't think, in terms of what they're doing, like I said, the architects firm that they've gone in with have specific experience with regards to the acoustics of the stadium. So I don't think what you're going to find is that we're going to be creating a bowl, or that kind of really kind of soulless bowl that everybody likes to talk about. I don't think it's going to be that, or at least I would hope it's not going to be that. You can't really say unless you actually see what the designs and what the plans are going to be like. But overall, I am enthused by this. It shows to me that there is potentially some commitment there from the 49ers, and this isn't me being, Mr. Happy Clappy, Mr. Positivity and all of that kind of stuff. If you're going to put a statement out like this, and for somebody in terms of globally recognised, obviously with Levi Stadium and everything, you're going to put a lot of egg on your face if you announce that this is what you're looking to do and then you just blatantly don't do it. So cautious optimism is what I'm sticking it with at the moment. So it is very, 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 very positive, and that's how we need to take it in terms of my reading into the statement itself. So what was it saying here? So they've got a UK-based project team which includes stadium specialist architects, KSS, which are the ones in terms of that have got the acoustic knowledge and everything, structural engineers, Burrow, Happold, and management team at Rise, whose leadership team managed the delivery of some of the most successful mixed-use projects in the UK. And I think that's another key element of this as well, is that, and it's something that I've spoken about before, is in terms of for something to be profitable and running well as a business, it can't just be about the football revenue. There has to be more to it than that. There has to be more revenue streams where they can generate stuff from. So, like with the Red Bull investment, having F1 days down at the stadium, or having a Red Bull athletes day down at the stadium, or having the stadium there, which can then be used to do gigs or used to do boxing events like we've seen with Josh Warrington, something, but having the facilities to back that up as well. Listen, we all remember the frozen piss on the seats of the toilets and everything at certain times of the year. We know the facilities are massively lacking at the moment. They need to be brought into current climates and the current situation just to bring it all together again. And I know as well there are people saying, well, why aren't they doing anything with the South Stand? You can't really do anything with the South Stand as it stands at the moment because of its position. It's over a main road. There's not a lot you're going to be able to do about it. There are residential properties then in front of the South Stand as well. So as for where the South Stand is, there's nothing that you can do about that. So it'll be the Cop and the West Stand that the majority of the work that's going to be carried out is. In terms of what will be done first, I suspect what they will do is maybe look at improving, and again, this is just my interpretation of it, is that they will look at improving facilities first before they then move on to sort of the major ground things. And again, just to say, I think that it will be looked into in terms of the way that Liverpool redid their stadium as well. So I think that's how it will go overall. I am enthusiastic about it. I am, like I said, just going to keep my my powder dry until dates are actually put into place for when we can then start to get excited about things happening and sort of moving forwards. One of the notes in the statement says that we've sold out for every match over the last 6 years, and there are 26,000 supporters on the waiting list for tickets. I thought it was 20,000. So it says as well, the revitalisation will focus on capacity to the north and west stands and will be delivered in phases to maintain as much seating as possible during the construction. So fingers crossed. We'll have to see how it goes. This is where it says it. So the club, along with 49ers Enterprises, have brought in specialist acoustic consultants to ensure Ellen Road's unique atmosphere is retained. And then obviously, just mentioned with regards to travel, local transport consultant has been commissioned to help plan access routes and manage traffic flows during construction. Obviously, there's a lot of work going on around the ground at the moment to do with the roundabout and everything. So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of moves its way forward. I mean, we all know the tramline situation and how that kind of ended up with regards to Ellen Road and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you the news and the information. I just feel it's important to kind of put my sort of spin on it in terms of how I feel about it. Like I said, it's positive, but I'm not going to get too excited until the dates actually get put in. We need the dates. Once the dates get put in, and then we know that the commitment is 100+%, whatever you want it to be. That's going to do it for this one. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. If you are new to the channel, please also don't forget to subscribe. Notifications on for me as well. Any comments that you want to make, how do you feel about it? Like I said, I'm excited, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. And it shows that the 49ers are actually investing in the future, or it would appear that way. Once the dates are announced, then I'll get properly excited. Take care of each other. Most importantly, take care of yourself, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.